Well, get into exactly why that is. Jordan Johnson on fire. Jordan, he's been looking great.
Jordan Johnson's looked incredible. He's not shooting the ball well, only 1 for 6. But as a point guard, when your shot's not going in, one way you can get involved is get your teammates involved. You start feeling good about yourself, drop somebody, got behind the back, ain't nothing over there. As you know,
real point guard speaking here.
Dropped it with the right, looking real good. He's leading the team. He's controlling the game without scoring, which is a very hard thing to do. As you see right here, him getting down in transition, running the lanes well. That's my dog right there, Josh Ward-Hibbert. That's what he does, is find the soft spots. He's great to play with as a point guard. There's one of the easier assists that he's going to get, just throwing it into a big fella. Turn around, jumper, Will Neighbor with that sweep over the left shoulder. And this is the one we talked about. Puts my man in the spin cycle, drops him, gets the screen. Ain't nothing over there. And then drops it around the big fella. That's pretty.
But this is what we're talking about.
Tomorrow, and I just can't get over, Jordan, just how quickly these games are coming around for you guys.
Yeah, it's night after night. It's exhausting. Like we talked about pre-game, you know, Darius Defoe, he was stretching. I'm trying to stretch on set right now. I'm going to stretch after because all these games, I don't know if I'm built for that anymore, but I love it. I love playing night after night.
And we've loved having you here. Thank you very much, Jordan, Ovi, and we'll see you guys next week.
He provides that. So along with the rest of the guys, you know, they've got a deep squad.
TV loves Teddy Buckets, but, you know, I want to see that Bristol-Cheshire matchup first round. Like Bristol, I think Cheshire has won the series 3-1. Don't start. Bristol, Cheshire, I believe 3-1. But Bristol, that's a good matchup. Similar styles of play, a lot of athleticism on the perimeter. Bristol's playing really well right now, but don't get it twisted. We want to see Cheshire in the championship.
I was gonna say,
because listen,
don't go running.
Listen, running. Y'all watch too many Hollywood movies. The Giant wins 98% of the time. Don't get it twisted.
Jordan, you played against Quade Green. What makes him such an important member of this team?
Well, real quick, shout out Maceo Jack and his mother as well for the American audience. Had a great run in the NCAA tournament for anybody watching over there at Syracuse. His mother's a great coach over there on the women's side. But Quade Green, man, he's unbelievable. I got to do it. We did his game, and I believe the only 5-star high school recruit in this league besides Sam Decker. So for the UK audience, that means you're highly ranked. Guys like LeBron, Carmelo Anthony, big time. But his ability to get in the paint, create shots for himself and his teammates, and then just simply take over games. He's added a scoring element to Caledonia that they haven't had. They're up to 91 points a game since he's been here, been about 86 all year long. So he's really just a tough cover. He's quick, he's crafty, he's smart, and really a good get for the Gladiators and the league.
Well, there we go. Fine analysis from Jordan Taylor. Jordan, these are the two teams who have failed to make the playoff. I mean, it's not exactly a lot of motivation to play for right now, but you're playing for pride. You don't want to finish bottom of the pile.
Yeah, for sure. It's, you know, in the States, we call it the toilet bowl. You know, it's the last team. No disrespect.
Wow.
No disrespect what we do. But you are playing for pride, and, you know, you're going out there. You're playing for, as individuals, you're playing for contracts next year, too. You're playing for a job. Like, at the end of the day, everybody, every guy on the team, coaches, whatever, they want to play somewhere. So you are playing for that. You got to put on a show. Every game is a chance to perform, and a lot of talent on the court still.
Well, Plymouth City Patriots have finished some of the individual talent on display tonight, starting with the Eagles and Sticky Ricky McGill.
Ricky McGill, I know you love his game. I love his game. Problem is, he's been struggling a little bit over the last 5. You see there his season numbers, 18, 6, and 4. Shows what he means to Newcastle. Only 13.6 points a game over the last 5. They've lost 3 out of 4. They need him to do what he does, which is get busy, get tricky, get sticky, and do all that for Newcastle to be good. We know what Jordan Johnson does, and he's that second head of that monster.
Well, there's a gentleman who lives his life above the rim, and his name is Taj Green.
Taj Green makes a dunk contest out of every British Basketball League game. It's fun to watch. I saw you did the last game they played. He had a crazy dunk, and I don't even think you reacted because it's almost become normal. But Taj is an X factor for them. He's averaging 15 and 8 over the last 3 games for them. 13 and 8 on the season, 2 offensive rebounds over the last 3 offensive rebounds per game on the season. He creates extra shots for them. He creates energy. He blocks shots. He also creates mismatch problems for the Eagles.
Well, let's see which green reigns supreme for the Caledonia Gladiators. Is it Quade Green?
Quade Green might be one of the best players in the league right now. Might be one of the best signings. He's averaging 24 and 5 in only 6 games, but his basketball pedigree is unmatched. 5-star guard out of Philly. He's a young bull, top 25 ESPN. He played at Kentucky. He played at Washington. He played with Shea Gilgeous, Kevin Knox, guys like that, Tyler Hero, and he's been everything for Caledonia in replacing Ian DeBose.
Well, to quote our producer, if you want more, you call Clifton Moore Jr.
Clifton Moore, and he's been giving you more and more and more each month. Started in December, he started to take off. Over the last 3, he's averaging 19 and 12, including a 29 and 10 effort against Leicester, and 18, 17, 4 and 4 blocks against Newcastle last time they matched up. That is the blockness monster, and we're looking forward to him getting busy tonight.
Here's Johnson.
That's one thing that Caledonia is going to have to be careful of, is turnovers, because that's when Newcastle is at their best, turning defense into offense. And when they find that consistency on defense, they're one of the best teams in the league and one of the toughest to deal with easily.
Well, it's an end-line possession as Newcastle then turn the ball over. And Jordan Johnson got a little bit of early sweat on his fingertips. The ball slips away from his possession. Here is that matchup now. Jordan Johnson and Quade Green. They've gone for Johnson here.
Johnson has to start on him because of Caledonia's size. You have to put Larry Austin, as you see on Lucas Paliza. Jordan Johnson not quite big enough to deal with those other guys and keep them off the glass and other things. So we will have to match up with him a little bit, but look for Larry Austin at times.
Oh, wow, Green splits. Catch and shoot, Pat Whelan, and you already know that's cash money.
Welcome sign for the Caledonia Gladiators. Patrick Whelan, 15 points a game, 44 from the three-point line. Didn't play the last time these two teams matched up.
Good enough.
Ricky McGill showing his versatility early. A little stretch Armstrong, missed the layup, but then shows his strength and balance to go back right, that quick second jump, showing his athleticism.
Let's talk a little bit about styles of play, JT. You know, Caledonia, as you mentioned, they're not quite as fast as running the floor as the Newcastle Eagles are, as Green fires that up from way downtown. But they work methodically, they get good actions to create scoring opportunities for their players.
Yeah, they're going to run their sets, they're going to run them well, and like we said, they're going to run opportunistically. However, Quade Green has added the new element of being able to push the ball and find those cracks and get those quick scores, as well as he's opened up shots for other guys. Not that Ian DeBose didn't do that. He was averaging 6 assists. As you see here, Patrick Whelan getting it going. We're opportunistic push early, as we talked about. Michael Bothwell loving it. But Quade Green, he can pass the ball a little differently than Ian DeBose. Ian DeBose is a strong guard. He's fast. He's going to be a little more physical, where Quade Green is going to flatten out the defense really quickly by pushing it at you and then opening up gaps for other guys and himself. Great job by Clifton Moore to clean up the glass. That's what, ooh, Quade Green, should be a travel.
Yeah, it's well, actually, the referee calls the ball out of bounds there rather than a travel.
Caledonia right now has to keep Larry Austin and Taj Green, who just checked out. Larry Austin off the offensive glass, no extra possessions for Newcastle. And if you're Newcastle, you have to get in the paint, get downhill, put pressure on Caledonia, make the referees put you back at the line. Not good spacing on this possession right now.
And end line possession.
You see the chess matches. Gareth Murray's done a great job later in this half, taking the ball off the sidelines. As we mentioned, that ice defense was giving Caledonia a lot of problems. Everything they've done in this half, or at least later in this half, has been from the middle of the floor, and Quade Green is having his way because he's going to either hand. You can't put him on his weak hand. He's too good with his left with that in and out crossover. Going to his right, he's going to get downhill.
Knows his stuff, Jordan Taylor.
He does know his stuff, and he's really drawn up a couple good things, or not a couple, a lot of good things here for Caledonia, and he's made a lot of really good adjustments. A really cool chess match from Coach Studel and Coach Murray tonight that we've gotten to watch. Here I would expect them to potentially, they ran a great set earlier in the third quarter off of Iverson's screen to get Patrick Whelan going to his right, and then a pin down for Quade Green. This time they go inside to Clifton Moore.
And it's
great
worked,
action.
yeah.
Great action.
Excellent. Clifton Moore Jr. He's been relatively quiet scoring-wise in this game, but has done enough to get himself 10 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. Silently efficient.
Just kind of a ram screen there for Clifton Moore with the smaller Jordan Johnson. Quade Green set it. Jordan Johnson is going to deliver on time, all the time. A tough finish and one.
Well, he's got a chance to bring this game to a 1-point ball game. Check this out. Jordan Johnson, pump fake. Mike Bothwell on his heels, going to the bucket. Don't jump. You're going to hit me. And there's the bucket and one.
Just a great individual effort from Jordan Johnson. Going back to that ATO from Caledonia, great ram screen for Clifton Moore. Jordan Johnson couldn't switch. Got Clifton Moore the ball right in front of the rim, but now what are you going to do? You got to go back to this middle ball screen with Quade Green. Give it to your guy who's been killing for you. Make a play. There he is. Oh, he got away with a travel.
State of the Union kind of thing. What is the state of the British Basketball League, and where do you see it going?
You know, I think the sky's the limit. It's always hard to predict, but it's a platform for really talented guys, probably overlooked guys. This one right here, oh! Patty Wayne, one of the only D2 basketball players out there, but that just speaks to the state of the league. He's a D2 guy. He's capable of playing a lot of places in Europe, but right now the British Basketball League is probably just overlooked for whatever reason. Coach Rob, you can probably speak to that, just being here so long.
Yeah, comfortable early in your career.
Yeah, and you think about guys like Parker Cartwright, who started in Cheshire, started places like that, went to Asvel, now is in Turkey playing high-level basketball. But I think for the league, you want to see these guys be able to stay here instead of just use it as a launching platform, because there is a lot of talent. Check this out!
Oh! Kimball McKenzie.
It's that old commercial. What is the mic? Anything you can do, I can do better.
3 minutes to play here in the first half. It is a 10-point South lead. JT, you got some big games coming up with the London Limelight.
And Lamar is popular because it's home to the one and only Mike James, arguably the best best American European player ever. But I got crap from my teammates. I compared TJ Atwood to LeBron James.
Oh.
Obviously not in the sense of talent, but just in versatility. He picks up full, shoots the three, attacks the rim, rebounds. He does everything.
Post up as well.